A Good Samaritan involved in Madison's child torture case says he can't imagine what was happening behind closed doors, but we'll meet a family friend who says Chad and Melinda Critton would never hurt their children.
That family friend claims the victim was in fact suffering, but not at the hands of her family. Good evening. I'm Eric Franke.
And I'm Sarah Carlson. We have team coverage of this case, beginning with Andy Choi, who spoke to the family friend as well as the man whose actions prompted this case to open. Andy, it is a story filled with details that continue to be hard to hear.
Absolutely, Sarah. We want to warn viewers now the details are graphic, but two very different perspectives are emerging tonight regarding the case against two Madison parents facing allegations of child abuse and captive torture. Life moves fast along Sickle Road on Madison's southeast side.
Basically, I came down this road right here, Valley Drive, coming from in town.
But on February 6th, Mike Vega had his eyes on the road.
She approximately was where the fire hydrant is.
And his heart in the right place.
And I had stopped somewhere about right here.
This is where Vega reached out and received a 15-year-old's call for help.
At that point, she came up to the car, and I rolled the window down, and I said, "Do you need help?" And she said yes, and reached for my hand in the car door.
The fire hydrant marks the halfway point between Vega's home and the home of the 15-year-old girl. Seeing her without any socks and shoes prompted Vega to wonder just how many steps she endured to get to this point.
I don't know where I found her as in relation to the house, but she was purple on her feet and she was getting frostbite.
Vega says the girl looked emaciated and told him she was running away from home after her stepmother threw her down the stairs. The girl's father, Chad Critton, and stepmother, Melinda Critton, face allegations of starving the child and forcing her to eat her own feces and urine.
Chad and Melinda are just sweethearts.
But family friend Sam Stenbrotten says the Crittons did everything they could to manage their daughter's serious dietary challenges.
They always gave her three substantial meals of food, and she didn't enjoy eating those. She would rather eat things that she would find.
So is this a condition that they were, a medical condition that you believe?
That's what they believed too, was that she had a medical condition that made her want to eat other things besides real food.
But for Vega, a father of three,
We're still in my front seat, actually.
the proof of abuse remains.
That's from her nose and her face and her hands.
Along the crossroads of hurt and humanity, Vega is thankful the team is moving from one road to another.
You could see right through this girl's eyes that she had no love and nobody there for her. And the night that it happened, I had told my wife that we should pray for her because no one at her house is.
More from the family friend's perspective. Stenbrotten says the 15-year-old girl said she preferred defecating in containers rather than using the restroom. The family friend goes on to say he had heard the condition she may have suffered from was a disorder called pica, and we will have more on that disorder coming up on News 3 at 10.
All right, thank you, Andy.